By now, everybody has seen the Bernie memes, the memes of Bernie sitting in his chair, all bundled up with his little mittens on, and looking rather miserable, but also kind of pissed off in his old man kind of way. And I thought, it's always interesting to note what makes for a good meme, I don't know whether it's good or bad, but what makes for a meme that really catches on, that catches people's interest, that fires people's imaginations, or amuses people enough to want to use it in various ways, which they are doing like crazy right now with that meme. The picture, as I understand it, is taken from Bernie sitting, I guess, all by himself, all by his little lonesome at the inauguration. What is it, 3 days ago now? And the thing about that meme that I wanted to just point out, because the other day I began to talk about the totalitarian aesthetic of masks. And I really should have titled that video Part 1, because I have more to say about this subject. And I didn't really say that much about the totalitarian aesthetic itself. It was more of a kind of an introduction to the subject. And I was trying to think of a way to begin talking about why, for me, masks have a signal or signify this totalitarian aesthetic, in much the same way that packing the Capitol with National Guardsmen in full uniform and cordoning off the city and putting barbed wire everywhere and basically putting it under military lockdown for an inauguration, how that lent a totalitarian aesthetic to the inauguration in the first place. Well, I think we can start I can start by just pointing out the central aspect of what I think makes this meme work. And that is the mask that Bernie is wearing. If he weren't wearing the mask, I don't think it would work nearly so well as a meme. There's something about him standing there or sitting there looking rather frail, looking rather grumpy, looking rather miserable and cold and all bundled up and so forth. I mean, that all in itself is, kind of funny. But the mask is what really seals the deal. Because with that mask, that we see somehow the culmination of the misery of the moment. Now, I'm sure that Bernie, being a man of the left and a good compliant citizen and not a conspiracy theorist and all of that, I'm sure that he's just I'm sure that his rhetoric is that that he's delighted to wear the mask and we should all wear masks forever and all of that. I'm sure, I haven't really looked into it, but I'm 99% sure that's where he stands on the subject. Nevertheless, one cannot help but look at that picture of this old man, already old, already worn out, already miserable, already forced to sit there in the cold for this stupid ceremony that he doesn't want to be at. He doesn't want to be there. And all the while, he's muzzled. I mean, the man is over 80 years old. He's a senior citizen. We should treat him with some kind of, give him something, cut him some slack. But nope. What do we say? Nope. No, old man. Put this on. Put this over your face. Put on this muzzle that you can't even breathe very well. In addition to all the rest of your miseries, You have to have this thing on now. And that's what lends the real humor to the picture. And the humor of the picture, I would suggest, is, in a way, a very sad kind of humor, because what it's depicting is an old man. Let's forget who he is. Let's forget that he's Bernie Sanders. But just a picture of a frail old man with this thing over his face that he has to wear, looking absolutely miserable and also a little angry. But what's he going to do about it? He's just, he'll just shake his fist at somebody and then just go on doing what he's doing. He doesn't have a defiant spirit. He's as is exemplified by the very sight of him with that thing on his face. So I think that it was providential that this Bernie meme has emerged, because it really helps well, I already gave a kind of introduction to this subject, but as a new sort of introduction to this subject of the aesthetic ghastliness of masks, of mask wearage. And there you have it. I mean, that's it's right there in front of you in that meme. And the more that meme multiplies, and I know some people just will say, oh, you're looking too much into it. It's just a meme, man. And nothing is just anything, okay? That's what I would say to that. Nothing is just fill in the blank, okay? The appeal of it, the amusement that it generates, comes from somewhere, okay? And that's what I'm trying to cover here. So if you want to say, no, it doesn't come from anywhere, it doesn't, I mean, you're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. You just want to be dismissive. So I dismiss you, if that's you. Anyway, that's my take on this meme that's really spreading like wildfire right now, and it's rather amusing. And if I knew how to Photoshop, I'd be probably doing it myself. Thanks for watching. My name's Andy Nowicki. You can check out my work at altrightnovelist.com.